Japan provides needed ultrasound machines to Namibia. The government of Japan has donated 16 portable ultrasound machines with an estimated value of over $50,000 to the Namibian Ministry of Health and Social Services via the World Health Organization or WHO. The units will be deployed to remote clinics to improve diagnosis, treatment, and health outcomes for pregnant mothers and their babies. This donation is part of a tripartite project which began in March 2021, to which Japan has donated approximately $270,000. The initiative aims to better equip healthcare professionals and facilities to enhance maternal and newborn care. Japan is a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Generosity, and Animal Protection Laureate. Our sincere accolades Japan for your considerate and kind-hearted donation benefiting the wonderful Namibian mothers. May all babies in Namibia grow up healthy and happy in heaven's tender care.
Severe inflammation in some children occurring after COVID-19 infection. Researchers in the United States are currently trying to determine the cause of a dangerous inflammation called multisystem inflammatory syndrome, or MISC, that is occurring in a small percentage of youth around a month after a COVID-19 infection. Approximately 80% of the patients who experience the condition need placement in an intensive care unit. And sadly, at least 46 children in the US have not survived contracting MISC. While the affected do not test positive for COVID-19, one theory is that the virus may still be surviving in an organ like their intestines. Coronavirus spike proteins may be leaking into the blood and triggering an overreaction of the immune system. Thank you, scientists, for helping to discover the cause of MISC so effective treatments can be made available. May the pandemic soon end, as our choice to become vegan generates abundant good fortune and protection in the benevolence of the providence.
Bulgarians plant trees on waste disposal site. Non-governmental organization Sagrasdani or Citizens is working together with the city of Ruse, Bulgaria to convert a former garbage disposal area into a forest and recreation space. More than 150 volunteers from the local community recently initiated the project by planting 300 trees around the periphery of the site. Sagrasdani provided training to participants to ensure the saplings were placed in the ground correctly so they would have the highest chance of survival. The various tree species planted included linden, oak, and pine. Once they grow and biomass accumulates, more will be planted moving towards the center of the space. What a grand idea, Sagrasdani, City of Ruse, and community volunteers to reforest a disposal site. In the goodness of the divine, may your forest soon thrive and provide a habitat for many sentient beings, as well as an area for people to connect with the blessings of nature.
Scotland to prohibit single-use plastics. Scotland will be the first country in the UK to ban the sale of single-use plastic cutlery, straws, cups and food boxes, which will come into effect on June 1st, 2022. Exceptions will be made for people who need plastic straws for medical reasons. Commenting on single-use plastics, Scotland's Circular Economy Minister, Her Excellency Lorna Slater, said, "They litter our coasts, pollute our oceans and contribute to the climate emergency. That has to end, and this ban will be another step forward in the fight against plastic waste." Many thanks, Scotland, and all involved, for taking this essential step in enacting legislation to help reduce plastic pollution. In heaven's continued guidance, may your efforts in passing laws that take care of the planet we inhabit for current and future generations be blessed.
New Zealand truck driver enjoys extra job as pet people's chauffeur. The 49-year-young New Zealander Morgan McAllister Robb of Canterbury has been a trucker for 3 decades. Recently, he appeared on Good Sorts, a news segment for TVNZ or Television New Zealand that features ordinary New Zealanders doing something extraordinary. The kind gentleman combines his adoration of people from the animal kingdom with his love for truck driving by transporting typically homeless dog and cat people to their new forever home. Since he started, Mr. McAllister Robb has conveyed almost 200 animal persons, including providing free transport for 3 animal people rescue groups. The dog people stay safely next to him in a crate in a cab, but at napping time, some contentedly sleep with their chauffeur in his bed. Thank you for your kindness, Morgan McAllister Robb, and happy travels to you and your animal people companions. In God's blessings, may you and the people from the animal kingdom whose lives you touch be forever loved and cared for.
First fully automated plant-based meat factory in Singapore launches. Vegan meat producer Growthwell Foods has opened a new innovative research and development manufacturing center. The facility will be able to produce 4,000 metric tons of plant meat per year, which is enough to supply protein to 100,000 people. Products will be available in early 2022 under the brand name Happy and will include chicken flavor nuggets from chickpeas, salmon flavor patties from konjac, and more. The launch follows large investments by the Singaporean government into food technology, as it plans to produce 30% of the nation's nutritional needs locally by 2030. Growthwell's goal is to feed 100 million across Asia with plant-based foods. Kudos Growthwell Foods on the opening of your new vegan protein production plant. In divine grace, may the amount of plant protein manufactured in the world continue to quickly rise as we shift to the sensible vegan way of nourishing our bodies.
Bumblebee-person stays 3 days with her rescuer. When walking on the beach during a camping trip with her family, Tiana Gayton from Los Angeles, California, USA, found an exhausted little bumblebee person stuck in the sand. Realizing that the bee person, whom she named Bumble, could not fly properly, Tiana picked her up and repeatedly tried placing her on a leaf. However, sweet Bumble had decided to stay with her rescuer and slept on Tiana's hand. Later, Bumble moved to a sunflower where Tiana saw her the next morning walking around. After 3 days, darling Bumble was able to fly and ready to leave, coming back to kiss Tiana's hand before departing. What a touching story of friendship, Tiana and Bumble. It's time for us humans to treasure the presence of our beautiful animal people co-inhabitants as we pray all of humanity will soon change into their resolute protectors in celestial kindness.